Hey guys, JamiyJamie today on Roblox playing some more Project Pokemon against Nitro. Today we're using the FlamerTheChef, who's using a Lucario, Blissey, a Flying Crab, which is a Scizor, a Entei, a Darkrai, and a Slaking. Interesting team. Looks very similar to mine, I'm not gonna lie, well, just because of the two tanks. Because none of the others are really tank based. But let's start off with the Volcarona. Let's start with Gyarados. Start with Gyarados because if he sends out the Slaking, we should be able to do decent work, I guess. Oh, there we go. There's a Lucario. Lucario can't really do too much to Gyarados, so we should be able to potentially get a Dragon Dance or two off. Does that mean the third sweep for today? We were going to end it like last episode for the night, but we got a lot more, so I thought, why not just keep going? I lose my voice a little bit low, so we've got to be careful about that. He has Rocksham on the Lucario. Interesting, my speed fell, so we're back at normal speed. Let's go for the Earthquake low. That should be enough to take down the Lucario because it is weak to ground from the steel typing. So I'll take that one shot right there. My guesses are now probably the Scizor or the Slaking. The Darkrai could be out, but I think we should outspeed it if it's not EV trained, and it's pretty fragile to be honest, so it should get close to one shot, so there's no point in him sending out that. So let's see what he does send out. I think it's the Blizzard makes no sense because it's a special tank. But there's a Slaking. I thought that would be one of the Pokemon that would come out. Let's go for the Waterfall for the stab. I think would probably be a lot better if we got a Froze on it, but I am not really that lucky. He has a Thunder Punch on Slaking, interesting. Surprised he didn't just swap out to Slaking straight away and go for that. Could have saved his Lucario for, I don't know, any of my little Pokemon, I guess. It could have done a little bit of damage, I guess. Let's go for the Garchomp. I need a fine time move pretty badly. Let's go for this Garchomp. He's probably going to have an Ice Punch to be honest, but I'll take it. Let's go for the Earthquake just for the stab. I mean, it is a normal type. It's only, I think it's just got no weaknesses except from fighting. And it's only immune to Ghost, so I'm just left, but that is going to be my Garchomp getting taken down. Garchomp wasn't really necessary for us to keep because he has no electric and dragon type, so we don't need it that badly. Go for the Drapion now though. I think Drapion should be able to outspeed the Slaking and be decently. So let's go for the Night Slash just to make sure we can KO it. There's no point in going for something that can't KO it. The Entei could be a problem for our team, especially the Scizor. We got the Volcarona for the Scizor, so we're pretty much good. We just need to take down the Entei, and then we should potentially have the victory. The Darkrai could probably lead to some problems, but we need to save our Volcarona for the Scizor, then we'll be good. Oh, we might send it out against the Drapion. I guess that could be potentially good, but I don't really know if it makes sense or not. We don't have a fire type move on the Drapion though. He might be looking up, seeing what moveset we have on our Pokemon, but I don't think he would. He might probably just be looking at what weaknesses our Drapion has, which is only Earthquake, which probably, or Ground I mean, so probably the Entei has Earth Power, potentially. Maybe, it might not. There's the Entei low, so I'm expecting it to have Earth Power. Let's go for the Night Slash just for the higher critical hit ratio. I mean, I can't really hit Entei with anything else, so go for that. Gonna do absolutely nothing, got a Sacred Fire, gonna take that Drapion down just below half HP. Let's go for another Night Slash, I believe is the case. Let's just go for that. Try and get a crit or not, I'll take it low. There's going to be Drapion falling down to that. Let's go through out the Volcarona now. We pretty much just, I think about them before. I think his Blitz has Rest, which is the problem why I don't think I was beating last time, if I remember correctly. I know someone had Rest on their Blissey, and he screwed up my Toxic, so I think that Blitz was just made around my Blissey, because I don't know why you'd want to run a Rest Blissey. Unless you want to counter poison, but I don't really think anyone else in this game uses poison as much as I do at least. But yeah, anyway, go for the Flamethrower and Entei. That should be enough to one-hit KO it, if not, definitely a two-hit KO guaranteed. Then we should be able to one-shot the Darkrai with, or probably two-shot potentially with the Bug Buzz, and then definitely a one-shot on the Scizor. Expecting the Blizzard to come in though, because I mean, he doesn't want to lose any of these other free Pokemon since they all could be potentially good for the Scizor. I mean, not the Scizor, the Blister, but there we go. We're going to take it down to one shot. Kind of thought it would, but there's a second fight. Not going to be enough to KO us. Go for the flamethrower again. There's no point in roosting. He's going to do more damage to us than we can heal. We could potentially roost the next turn because I think he might send out Scissor, go for a bullet punch. Maybe the Ballistic should come out potentially, but if he sends out the Ballistic, I can swap out to the Scissor. I could potentially get a Sword Dance on the Scissor and then just bullet punch. We do have Roost as well, which could be potentially decent. So potentially could work. We'll have to see low. We're above 50 HP low, so we should be able to do enough. We might be able to do a flamethrower to Blister, but we want to save the Volcarona for the Scissor. And pretty much, well, the Darkrai doesn't really matter, but I'll flamethrower the Enter. Taking a little bit too long, in my opinion, to make a decision. I guess I'm just trying to look up my typings and weaknesses. That's what I'm guessing right now. I'm not really 100% sure about that, but we'll have to see. Fully expecting the Blisters to come out now, to be honest. For whatever reason, when I first was thinking about, okay, Volcarona for the Scissor, it's definitely going to throw out the Scissor or the Darkrai. Definitely can't stand the Bliss, that's probably the last Pokemon, but then I just realised Bliss is like the ultimate choice like has right now for Volcarona. That's the only way you can beat Volcarona right now, is to send out the okay, I'm going to send out the Flying Crabs, his Scissor. I guess I'll just flamethrower that and hope that I don't get one-shot by a Bullet Punch, which I don't think it can do, but we'll see. It might crit us and do that, so might as well not jinx it. So yeah, he might potentially try going for a Sword Dance for whatever reason, try and take us down, but I don't think that is the case. He's risking it for the Biscuit, that's what he says, so I'm guessing he's going to Sword Dance. He might have Brick Break, which could be decent, I guess. I'm not really sure if it's good or not, but I have no idea what he is doing. I also don't know what Scissor could do in this situation. I don't think he can one-shot Volcarona at this HP. Maybe Scissor's Bullet Punch can one-shot it from a crit, but I think it's still living with about 10 HP left, to be honest, but I'll have to see. We will have to see, and I'm hoping he just uses a move anytime soon. Please! Come on, use a move. There's the only problem with Project Pokemon, there's no time limit. Okay, we turned it into the Darkrai. That's not going to work because now I just weakened the Darkrai enough for me to just one-shot it with a Bug Buzz. Volcarona should outspeed Darkrai unless it's EV trained. There we go, that's the Darkrai down now. They kind of screwed that up. He's not sending out the Blister. I'm not sure why not. That Blister should be the Pokemon you want to use against Volcarona, because then you can predict me swapping out to the Scissor, and that's pretty much like a guaranteed win if you can utilize that very well. But let's go for the Flamethrower. I almost used a Bug Buzz, so let me get the Flamethrower off. There's the Flamethrower. There's the Scissor gonna fall down. Now to send out Scissor and then just KO his Blister. He might be. I think it's a Will-O-Wisp Blister, or is it a Toxic one? I can't remember for sure, so yeah. There's the Blister low. Let's just go for the Flamethrower. I mean, why not? Might as well do some damage to it. It might be a... It's probably got... No, it's not Soft Board. I think it is a Rest Blister if I remember correctly. There's a Flamethrower low. Burn. Okay, it's got a Toxic on the Blister. Okay, so that's decent to know then. That's not really going to do too much to us, to be honest, but I'll go for another Flamethrower. I kind of want to burn just for a little bit extra damage on his Blister. What's he going to use now? If he uses Seismic Toss, that's going to be Volcarona down this turn, because 50 damage plus the poison should take it down. So yeah, it's going to be interesting nevertheless. What's he going to use low? Kind of waiting for him. I'm actually just curious right now. How does those little legs on Blister hold up that huge body? I don't understand how those little legs, those stupid little legs, hold up that body. It kind of makes no sense in my opinion, but oh well. Anyway, can he please use it to move, please? Yeah, there we go. There's a Flamethrower onto the Blister, there's an Ice Beam, interesting, that's not going to be enough to take Volcarona down though, so it's an Ice Beam. It might be our old set, Blister, Toxic, Ice Beam, Protect, and Soft Boiled. I think that's our old one. Or did we have Thunderbolt on our old one? I think we had Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. So, interesting. There's another Flamethrower, it's probably going to Soft Boiled. Okay, that should be Volcarona down now. There we go. There's Volcarona going to go down. So let's just send out Scissor now, and I guess we'll just go for the X Scissor. Might as well not risk it and just go for the X Scissor instead of Bullet Punch. there's that. I mean, it's only a normal type, so it's not going to resist any of our moves right now, but I'll go for the higher move, make sure I can... I think I should be able to one-shot it. If not, probably two-shot, unless it's off-boiled, because its HP could probably just keep it alive just from that, to be honest, which is pretty insane to think about, to be honest. So yeah, let's just hope that he doesn't do... Oh, it doesn't take too long again. As I just keep ripping off my head tags. I don't know why I always do it. Come on, use a move. Use a move. There we go. There's the X's are gonna take down Blissey from a crit. Damn, I'll take that. GG. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a comment if you want to see more Project Pokemon or just any other games of Roblox. Like always, I will see you guys next time.